Good morning. Today on the Lex Factor, we have Sandi West, who is co founder of Spider Academy. She'll be joining us for a whole series of shows, but we're going to start it off with a big intro today. This is the pilot, and here we go after the bell. Oh, here's some music. See, I told you we're going to get some little rad music. Yeah. Good to see you, Sandi. How are you?
Good, Lex. How are you?
Good. Glad you could come on. We have a lot to cover, so I'm not going to waste time. But here's how we're going to start. So you're a gal from the markets, and I think from the trading pit markets, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to tell us about that, but I want to tell people that I was in the pits too. There weren't a lot of women in the pits. You must be totally nuts and crazy and unbelievably awesome.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and thank you so much for the opportunity to come on your show here at the Tradier Hub. I am really excited to be a part of your shows, and so thank you for that. The markets, when I went onto that floor, I absolutely had no idea what I was getting myself into. And I ended up loving it. And I think about that part of my life a lot. And if there is a way I could actually get back onto that floor, I would totally try.
See, I agree with that. The people who have tasted that world, like you and me, if there was a way back, we'd do it in a heartbeat. I would love to go back.
Me too.
And do it over. It was the world's biggest high school for adults. It was so much
yes, fun. It was. 100%.
And you got, and you made pretty darn good money in the process.
Yeah, we had great hours, didn't we?
Oh yeah, awesome. So let's get into it. I think we're gonna go to slideshow. You want to do that now and tell us a little bit about your background? Is that a good idea?
Yeah, that sounds great. I kind of love visuals, so kind of, if people can follow along with, what I'm going over, maybe that'll be helpful.
All right. Let's bring up the slides. Here we go. All right. Look at this. We're in upstate New York right now. This is where you're from?
Yeah, I grew up here. It is in upstate New York, about 4 hours north of the city, along the east side of the state. I grew up here, Lake George. It's in the Adirondack Mountains, and it was a great place to grow up. We got to do all the summer activities, winter activities, skiing, golfing, hiking, you name it, we got to do it. It was a really great place to grow up and very beautiful.
Yeah, that's great. Do you water ski on that lake?
You can, but you got to make sure it ain't choppy or you're not going to have a good time.
Is it cold?
Yes, it was freezing.
Oh my God, I don't get in freezing water. I don't do the cold plunge. Okay, so this is where you're from. Cool. All right, good. So how did you get to the Merc? How did this all happen?
So actually it was, when I started in the markets, I was actually really young. I was only 19 years old and actually still in New York. And I was presented with this opportunity to leave my little country town of Lake George and go to the big city in Chicago and start working on the mercantile exchange trading floors.
Wow. We have a slide of that too, I think, right?
Yeah. So I think the next slide is, the Chicago skyline.
Hold on. Let's have a moment of silence. My home. I love it. How good is that skyline, though? Truly, that's from the lake looking in. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh my God, I love that city so much, and I miss it so much.
It is a great city, I will admit. So next slide, please. So this is where you were, or maybe where you were. Is this the Eurodollar pit?
Yeah, this is the Euros. So the Merc had 2 floors. And this is the upper trading floor, and this is where I started. You're actually the people that are closest to us. That's the option pit.
Okay.
And then as it's spanning further, where you can't really see anybody, it goes into the the 4 quarterly months: March, June, Sep, and Dece, and then into the back months. And then, of course, you have the desks surrounding the pit, which is where all the orders were coming in from for customers and stuff to execute in the pit.
Brings back memories. I love it.
I know. It was such a good time. It brings every time I look at these pictures, I think of all the funny stories.
Oh my God. Tell me about it.
If I started telling them now, this would be going on for hours.
So did you stay in one spot on this pit, or did you move around? What did you do?
I did move around, actually, and there's funny stories that actually follow that course of my career. But I was in the options pit for a little bit, and then I went over into the spreads. So I did move around. I was only in the Euros for maybe a couple years. So yeah, okay. Options and then spreading, which was a nightmare.
Yeah. And then, but you like the S&Ps were your favorite or no?
Yeah. So actually, after the Euros, I went down in the S&Ps, which is that on the next slide.
Yeah, you just tell us when to move to the next slide. You just say next slide. You know your deck better than we do, so.
Oh yeah. Well, like for people who are not familiar with the open outcry pits, this is a good way for them to at least get a visual on it. So yeah, this is the S&P pit when it was pretty packed. And, actually I was kind of this one's on the lower trading floor, and it took me some time to gain up the courage to go down there because it was very aggressive, very aggressive pit. You kind of had like the bankers upstairs, and then like, I don't know, just like the down and dirty kind of guys downstairs. And I was like scared as a girl to go down there for a little bit.
So look at this picture. How many women do you see in this picture? I'm looking for you. There's none practically. See, you're a toughie. I know that.
Yeah, I was actually on the desk, not in the actual pit. In the Euros, I was in the pit, but in the S&Ps, I was like, I'm tired of getting squished. I'm going to go on the desk.
Okay. Now, were you down in the S&Ps when the E-mini E-minis launched?
Yeah, I was actually. I didn't leave the floor until 2000. And then, the E-minis came out in 97, and you can actually, there's the arrow pointing to the desks.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of hard to see, but there were terminals. So you actually had the electronic trading contract right in the guys' faces.
Okay.
Of the S&P. They're like, hey, we're going to be taking over your jobs here shortly.
They did.
Yeah, it wasn't well received in the beginning, let me tell you.
Wow. So what happened to progress? The E-minis took over more or less, right? Eventually.
Yeah. So like so it came out in 97, and by 06, the daily volume in the mini S&P, the electronic contract, was taking over the daily volume in the big contract. And then in 2021, the big contract was, discontinued. Yeah.
So that E-mini just killed it, right?
It killed it. Killed it for sure. And I think they were looking for a reason to kill it. And then I think COVID happened, and that just sealed the deal.
Right. So how did you change from open outcry to electronic, or how did that work?
Well, it did have an impact on my career, because I was like firsthand seeing this electronic way of trading coming down onto the floor, how it was being received, watching the volume increase. And I was like, you know what? Even though it was like the height of open outcry, it was also, it was something that I realized that open outcry was going to die, and that I needed to do something to get ahead of this electronic trading curve. So, I was like, it's time for me to go off the floor and try to get ahead of this curve. So,
okay. So where did you go? What did you do after the floor then?
So I went off the floor, and I had another opportunity and to actually switch out of futures and go into equities as a general security principal of a broker dealer. I was actually in 24 at the time. Wow. And so I started getting all my equity licenses, my 7, 63, 24, 55, 4. I had to have 5 of them. And then, I was up there helping to run the broker dealer. You can see there's another picture. If you want to switch to the next slide.
Next slide. Okay.
Oh, no, that's the E-mini S&P trading screen.
Oh, that's cool. That's a screen, not a pit. I love it.
Yeah. So instead of like looking at each other, that's what you're looking at now.
Yeah,
right?
Trust, I did all that too. That was boring. Let's go to the next slide.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh, there's my transformation. Digital.
You're transforming there to off floor.
Yes.
Perfect. Next slide.
Next slide. Okay. So yeah, this is actually what my environment looked like when I went off the floor. There's a
This is
bunch of
so
guys, bunch of
sad.
traders.
It's so
I
sad.
know.
It makes me weep because I did this too. This part of it, it sucked. Let's just call it what it is. It wasn't nearly what the floor was. Sorry.
Oh, not even close. Nothing. There's nothing in this world that compares to that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
these guys, instead of like, they would communicate with each other, talk about the stocks that they were watching and what they were noticing, but they weren't looking at each other anymore. They were looking at
Right.
screens, and it was a little
All
bit
day.
quieter. But
Yep.
yeah, so this was now my environment.
So you went off the floor. You became a master test taker. You got 5 licenses, which also really sucks. I want everyone to know that I hated that. I had to get the Series 24. I think I took it 4 times before I passed it because I was a full adult with a family, and studying a book this thick was like ain't happening. I'm sitting there with wine, watching TV, no chance.
Uh,
So
yeah,
I totally admire 5 equity licenses. It's pretty good.
thank you.
So then you were registered for about 15 years, and then all of a sudden this Spider Academy thing kind of starts growing up and giving birth.
Yeah.
Tell me about the Spider Academies. That's where you are now, right?
Yes, that's why
Okay.
we're here today. And actually, I think the next screen is just a list of all the licenses I gained.
Okay.
So I had 5 equity ones, 2 futures, and 1 forex.
Yeah.
So I was like a professional test taker.
You were.
I had to take that 34 before there was any study material. It was horrible.
Oh God.
Did you have to ever take that?
No, I only had the 24 on the option side of equities and indices. That was it.
Yeah, the 4 was
Options
the options
principle.
principle. That was a good time.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
liked it. I
Did you?
didn't struggle there.
Okay. Good. Want to go to
So,
the next slide?
anyways,
Yep.
yeah, moving on to the Spider Academy,
Yep.
which is the next slide.
Okay.
Here's our website, and the Spider Academy is a collaboration between me and my good friend Joe.
Mhm.
And we've been friends for like 30 years. So we basically started in the markets together. And we had always talked about doing something. And we're basically blending my education in the markets with his proprietary trading tools
Okay.
and bringing it to the Tradier Hub in a way of education. And we really wanted to kind of concentrate on new traders and giving them a positive result.
Okay.
So that was a lot of our focus in bringing the Spider Academy up.
Sure. So, do you think is it mainly options based, or there's a little stock in options, a combination of all the above? How would you describe that?
Well, we actually offer 3 different master classes. One of them being a dividend master class, which if you're a new trader or any level of trader, I would highly recommend this one because it really brings it back to the basics of investing. And so it'll be based on equities in the S&P, so stocks within the S&P, products surrounding the S&P, hence the name Spider Academy.
Yeah, I was going to say Spider. I know what that means, but some of the folks might. Why Spider? SPDR. Bingo.
Well, Spider references the SPY, which is an ETF. And I believe it was the very first ETF.
It was one of the first. Yeah, I don't remember if it was the first, but it might have been the first. Yeah.
Back in I think 93, I think.
Yeah, I think that's right. So the Spider Academy, love it. So you're trading SPY products, SPX products, I'm assuming as well.
Other ETFs that actually that have to, because you have like the big companies, they pay quarterly dividends, but the ETFs pay monthly dividends.
Right.
So you can compound your returns faster. Instead of 4 times a year, it can be 12 times.
Right. Okay, and that's all part of these the 3 master classes. So you got dividends, options, and futures master classes, right?
That's correct.
And they all come with their own proprietary tools. And then you mentioned chart overlays. What is that all about?
So that's a way where you can get a visual for signals that are being generated on a chart as to when to time your entries and exits, and seeing the direction of the market. And so we do that using numbers, moving averages, the RSI, lots of different types of technical indicators. And so we'll be showcasing that in the coming weeks, and showing people how to use that.
Cool.
If you could go to maybe the next slide.
Okay. Yeah.
These are the traders we're going to be helping out.
Yeah. So this is important too. My big crusade in the retail world is having a good teacher, having a good setup, having a trade idea that's intelligent, right? All these kind of things, knowing when to get out, all this kind of stuff that you have here, which is super important. Glad to see this. So
yeah, thank you. A lot of people, they come up with reasons not to get started, right? Like, I don't have any time, I don't have any money, I don't have I don't understand, or don't even know where to start. So with that dividend masterclass, this is a way for people to get educated, get started, and have a good result, because you're going to be paid a dividend. So you're going to have a positive outcome from doing this investment.
Yep. Good. Next slide. Yeah.
Yeah. Next slide.
Let's see it. I'm as excited as you are.
Oh, good. I'm so excited. You're excited.
All right. So this is a good slide. So who's the Spider Academy for? You kind of lay it up here. Tell us.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about, it's for beginners, and you can see that we're helping people out on their road to success. And with the real-time alerts that are on those chart overlays, we're going to go over that too. So blending the two, education and alerts.
Nice.
Then,
now, can an advanced person use this? More seasoned trader. Is it good for those folks as well?
Absolutely. Some people might be like, Sandy, you don't really need to explain to me what the S&P is or what an ETF is, but I'm having some problems like timing my trades. So maybe for a more active trader, we have the futures masterclass, and that one is for sure for a much more active trader, and that will help you really time your entries, and you can, that one I think is for a more advanced trader, that masterclass specifically.
Okay, cool. You want to go to the next slide?
Sure. So within our master classes, like we were talking about, the dividends, and then we have the options one as well, which we will be showcasing the SPY and the SPX. And then of course with the futures, one of the technical indicators we use is the VWAP, which is a volume weighted indicator. And and then the RSI to show like the overbought and oversold conditions. And we also have a weighted moving average. I don't want to give it all away. So
yeah, no, I get it. Give them a little frosting here. We just want a little frosting.
Yeah.
Just a little bitty taste. That's all it is. Yeah, you got to pay for this stuff, man.
Yeah, I still want you to tune in next week, right?
That's right. That's right. So that's good. And you're doing on spreads. I'm sorry, on options. You're doing vertical spreads typically, is what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, we're going to be doing vertical spreads, and so it'll actually, when you're looking at the trading screen with the chart overlay, it'll tell you what option strikes to execute.
Oh, so I need that. I need it. You can help me.
There's so many to choose from. You're like, oh my God.
No, it's like shopping for shoes for me. I can't, too many choices.
Yeah. So with for sure the option and the dividends, we try to, limit the risk, to say.
Right. Sure.
And then the futures, I mean, here we go.
Right. Okay. Got it. Cool.
Straight up trading.
Yep. I love it. So, should we go to the next slide?
Sure.
Okay. You tell me. Oh my God, greens and reds. Now I'm going to ask a lot of questions.
So this is the chart overlay, just to give an example of the dividend masterclass, right? This chart overlay will come with that class, and it shows you on there when you're receiving the dividend, right? And then if you want to reinvest your dividend or even add to your position with more capital, you'll get an alert, which is that little bell, which is highlighted in green. Okay. And then, so you can see, obviously the red is indicating a down downward type of movement in the mark, and then green, and then all of a sudden the numbers appear, right?
Yep.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It will count to 7, and then it eventually starts counting over. So it doesn't go any higher than 7, and it's kind of like showing a cycle. So, you don't want to really get in a trade on a number 6. Obviously, you get the bell right before the number 1.
Okay.
So that's going to be the best time to have the highest probability of success.
Mm-hmm.
So,
what happens if you start getting up the green numbers? I mean, obviously there's times when it just rolls over, and does it tell you get out, not working, sort of thing?
Yeah, actually, in the next couple of slides, if you want to change to the next slide, there is a this is a screener. Before we get to that next one, this is a screener that we'll also be giving with our master classes that allows you to kind of track the markets that you're trading and see what their overall trend is without having to switch to every single chart. So obviously, most of them are going up. It must have been an up day when we took this picture.
Okay.
So, anyways, we'll be giving that too. Next screen. Okay, so here's a way. So this is a chart overlay for the futures master class for trading the E-mini and then the micro, depending on how much risk capital you have. You can use it on either one, doesn't matter. So if you go to the next screen, because that's kind of hard to see.
Okay.
There you go. So you can see, right? So the very first one, you have the alert, right? You see like the rainbow, red, yellow, green, and then boom, you get the number 1.
That's when you enter?
That's when you enter.
Number 1, got it.
Yep. So you enter there, and it's counting up to 7, and then you're getting a yellow alert. Now you can get out here if you want.
What's the yellow mean, Sandy?
It's like a warning sign. It's like a warning. So like it could be warning turn to yellow or red or yellow. It's just a warning, right?
Now let me ask a question. Since again, I don't give too much away, but since it turned green, it says okay, green, still go. Stay in.
Yep, still going up. So you can see it that it's still going up, and then bam, it turns red. Yeah. And you're like, you better get out.
So having said all this, what's the time frame? Is this a day trading system? Is it more of a swing trade, a few days, weeks?
Well, it depends. I mean, it works on all time frames.
Okay.
So I'm not quite sure what this screen is representing, if it's like a daily or a 4-hour, because it doesn't say, so I can't really say. But it works on all time frames. So depending on, if you're like trying to scalp it or you're doing swing trading or long, position trading, it works on all time frames.
Got it. Okay.
But it's definitely more of a day trading system.
Oh, it is.
For sure.
You know what? I have to be honest. I'm not good at day trading, but I like it better. You know why? Instant gratification.
Yeah.
You get to take your money home with you and put it under the pillow, right?
Yes.
I love that part about it.
I love instant gratification.
I know. I do too. Wow, there's a lot here. So we're going to have to do more shows, right? There's a lot to learn. I know you're going to teach. So we're going to have a series of shows with Sandi going forward, right?
Yes. I mean, just with these slides that we're showing, we're just scratching the surface.
Sure. Sure. And then where can they sign up for this? We want to get that little promo in each of the videos. So what is the place to go to sign up?
Well, we're going to have a landing page where, we're going to make that available while we're doing our show. And so that's coming up. And so you got to tune in for next week to get a hold of that. And so that you can sign up for the Spider Academy and get these chart overlays and learn what we're doing. Okay.
So we're dangling carrots. I like it.
Yeah. You got to come and see me.
You got to come and see Sandi. I love it. All right. So we're going to be doing these. These will air on Wednesdays, I think, right? Mm-hmm. So we have a number of them. We're not sure. It could be 10. It could be 100. It could be 1,000. We don't know yet. It just depends on where the wind takes us. It's all going to be fun, though. Yep. Good. The Spider Academy with Sandi and Joe.
Yes.
Anything else? What else before we cut out of here? Let's go back to the two of us. Is there another slide? Too bad.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, how's the weather over there? Not to like bring up the weather, but like, is it hot still? Because it's like ridiculous here. I'm in Arizona and it's 110 and I'm sick of it.
No, so I'm in Chicagoland,
Yeah.
and it is 70 degrees and perfectly sunny.
Oh, yeah.
No humidity. It's like a crisp, not crisp, but a nice fall day. I took a walk with the dog today. I sat outside and did work. It's been just awesome out. It's been great.
Oh my God. I miss those days in Chicago.
Oh yeah. The fall in Chicago is awesome. So.
Yeah. You're a big golfer too, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm a golfer. I'm an everythinger.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of everything, you know.
We just love everything that's challenging, right? Like pure aggravation.
That's right. Golf is the most challenging thing I've ever done in my sporting life. I will say that. It's one sport I just cannot master. I can't get good at it. I don't know what it is. I don't have the mind for it. It moves too slow for me.
You know, you can never master that. Oh my God. I absolutely love golf. I love it. And you know what? I have to share this. I got a hole in one last weekend.
You did? No way. When did you get it?
I did.
How long ago?
Like last week.
Oh my God! Congratulations, bravo! I've never had one.
Oh,
that's awesome.
No, really.
Never had one. No. Terrific.
It was, you know what? It was kind of a funny story how it happened. I was playing golf with my boyfriend. It was a par 3, 160 yards. Actually, I was hitting from the tips, you know. So I don't know, I'm crazy. So it was 160 yards, a little bit uphill. Wind was in my face. Got a 4-iron, and right before I hit, my boyfriend hit, and he hit the green. It was like boing, and I'm like, man, you got screwed on that one. He's like, well, let's see what you got. I was like, all right. I was like, you know, I'm gonna tee it up right now. I'm gonna get you a home run coming right up, and then
no
boom,
way.
I hit that beautiful ball, and I was like, you know, it's going at the flag. You're like, it's probably gonna bounce and go somewhere. And it hits. You're like, okay, still going. And then you're like, it's gonna roll away. It's not gonna go in the cup. And then boom, that thing disappeared. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God. That's awesome. That is so cool.
Yeah.
What a great story. That's terrific. Well, good for you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good. All right. Well, so we're going to do a number of these, as I said before. So stay tuned for those and look for that. Spider Academy. You'll learn more next time on where to reach Sandi and the gang, right?
Yeah.
All right. Sure. Thanks, Sandi. That was great. Good to see you. We'll do it again next time.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, Lex.
All right. See you soon.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.